Recording in progress.
Recording in progress. Isn't that weird that I kind of missed that once we skipped over?
Oh, we all did.
You're welcome.
All right. So, who would like to run a recap or inspiration?
There's notes in the Discord if you need it, but I'm not doing
Go for it.
Okay, so I'm gonna try. There was a lot that happened. So I'm gonna say it like Mimi because anything that I leave out is because she wasn't paying attention. It's in character. So imagine,
if you will,
sparkly pink diary, edged in little like furry trim, opens up, pages flip, and then hot pink lettering. Last time, dot dot dot. Hey guys, so welcome back to Candlekeep Adventures. Last we left off, it was crazy. So we packed up and got on the road. And a lot of the beginning of our day was traveling and gossiping and being sexy on the road, like you do. And then word got around that Gesh had a man inside a necklace, and everyone was like, what do you mean a man inside a necklace? And then Gesh was like, there's a man inside a necklace. And we were like, no. And Gesh was like, okay, but yes. And we convinced Gesh to give us the necklace. And then the necklace started to be passed around to everyone in the group as we met Alistair. I remember.
Alvin.
That's right. Alistair, aka Alvin. And everyone got a chance to talk with him. Well, this brought up an interesting situation where Kendall asked about different enchanted necklaces to the enchanted necklace. And then all of a sudden, Jinx was not Jinx anymore. And Jinx was a sassy little British man. And we were like, who are you, sassy little British man? And he was like, I know that amulet you're talking about. And we were like, what amulet, sassy little British man? And he was like, the one that I made for the motherfucker in the playground because he killed me. And we were like, holy shit, little British man, you made the amulet and you got killed by the motherfucker. And that had some key triggers for Kindle. So Kindle ended up having a dissociative episode in which her personality switched. So she was now Kay in the cart with all of us on the road. And we were like, oh no, what are we going to do? So we took her out of the cart to be like, hey, bestie, check it out. And she's like, where the fuck are my drugs? And that ended up that. And so we were all like, okay, besties, let's calm down, Kindle. Now, you remember what I said earlier about special little like moments that trigger? Well, besties, another bestie got triggered and bestie threw hands because fight or flight. Her response was to fight. So bestie started to slap some ass, not in the good way. And everyone sort of started to fight fight each other. And
I'll have you know, Kira had her ass slapped. Thank you very much.
and then Kay was like, whoa, this is crazy. I'm out of here. So she left. And then Jinx took Kira like a couple feet away and was like, bestie, calm down. And Kira was like, bestie, I'm like low-key fucked up. And it was like so real. And then the last time we left off, Kay walked up to a little house in the woods, and some guy opened it, was like, OMG, hot bitch, come on inside. And she was like, yes, I am a hot bitch. I will come inside. And now, what's gonna happen next? ... I don't know. I hope I just don't disassociate again. Bye! And then the pages flip and the journal closes. Fade to black.
Love so much how you broke the DM.
I love it.
I think Angry Little British Man was my favorite.
Oh.
That is the moment the DM
I also
snapped.
like how the consensus is that Kira is the one that threw hands when
Oh, she did start throwing. She was the one who started to throw hands. And then
not the one that
everyone started throwing hands.
fought, though. She was going to cast a spell and then got put in a fucking death grab, is what happened. I
And
would
Lynn
like
was
to bring that
completely
back
respectful
around.
and didn't touch your ass, nor did he cause damage.
No ass was caused, but
Okay, can we like not argue about the logistics of that?
Can I
ass
just say
grabbing?
that this is the energy I expect in a recap going forward?
Yes.
Like, I wanted.
Everyone needs an individual way to explain.
Oh,
just
no.
like the character-driven version of what happened. I
Well, darling,
love
it
it.
was kind of a mess.
Take your inspiration.
Yes.
Too.
Thank
Can we
you.
give another one?
So tempted.
Do it. That was
Fucking
amazing.
Take it. Take two.
Thank you.
So I need a minute.
My maid of honor speech is about to be so crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
Oh my god.
Gotta
And
be
if you do
on
that
one.
as Mimi, then it's gonna make
Oh God.
Oh, I wish everyone knew who Mimi was. That would be so funny.
just like I would like to start this off by saying you're about to hear the voice of my D&D vampire bimbo as she offers
These words of wisdom.
the maid of honor speech. Here we go.
I met
Slay,
Hannah.
bitch. Slay.
I met Hannah a couple years ago, and let me just say, her tits to ass ratio, perfect.
My
Anyways,
grandmother just passes out.
Oh.
All right. I'm okay. Let's continue. Oh
Hashtag
shit.
asthma cough.
So, Kindle, you have walked up to, and I should actually say Kay, you've walked up to a cabin, asked for sanctuary, and were invited inside.
Sanctuary.
Where this
Sanctuary. Sorry.
rather strapping gentleman, human man opened the door and set to offering you some soup and a nice seat in a warm place to relax and gain some safety from what you are afraid of at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing?
Meh.
Same?
Meh.
Okay, meh.
It is I rolled a 10. It is middle of the road. Meh.
Still processing the I'm not in Faerun anymore.
Yes.
How is Kay handling that? The idea that you're no longer at the playground. You're no longer holding. You are not even in Faerun at this moment.
She's more freaked out about that.
Just for the session, can we call Faerun Kansas?
We're not in Kansas anymore.
You have no idea how hard it was not to say that. last session.
We're not in Fantasy Kansas.
Well, Wink, I guess we're not in Faerun anymore.
Where is Wink?
Wink is around somewhere. He kind of shows up and disappears as he pleases.
Mm-hmm.
Has Wink been in the ethereal realm with us yet?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, briefly.
Okay.
Briefly, but not very long.
Just hoping they don't pull a Seldwa.
Seldowal was there due to divine intervention. There is no way Seldowal could come with you.
Oh, I know.
I'm sorry.
They're at Candlekeep. They're fine. Just anyway. Okay.
But Kay is definitely kind of doing the disassociate, looking into the soup bowl kind of thing.
As you're sitting there disassociating and staring at your soup, the gentleman does kind of grab a nearby blanket and kind of gently put it over your shoulders and sits near you and just kind of waits to see if you're ready.
After a minute, she'll kind of like take a moment and breathe and say, thank you.
Of course.
She'll eat her soup. This is quite good, actually.
Was there anything else you needed help with? You seemed to be a bit flustered when you came in.
I was. I'll be fine, knowing me. I always bounce back. I'm all right. I'll be fine. I just needed a moment or two.
Were you running from something?
Sort of. Just a tussle on the street.
Any way I can assist? I am quite capable.
I believe it. I truly do. Honestly, I just needed a breath, a moment to reassemble. Is there any way that I could repay your kindness?
No worries. You're welcome to stay as long as you need. Be honest, I kind of found this place a couple days ago myself. Abandoned, and it's been comfortable.
Really?
I'm Vecken, sorry. Sorry from me. I'm Vecken. And you are?
Kay. You can call me Kay.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Lovely soup. Thank you.
As you are in this home, would you like to make a perception check as you look around?
Yes, I do. Perception. Not very high, but I got a 17.
17? Okay. It is a pretty basic little cabin. You can see there is a traveler's pack kind of in the corner. That's likely belongs to Vecken. And sitting on top of it is a helmet that is damaged, and like it had two horns on it, but one of them is completely broken off. And it looks like it's seen some wear and tear in some battle. So does he. He's got quite a few scars across his face. Like I said last time, he's got like shoulder length, dark, almost black hair that's half pulled back. But he
How
has
do
a
you
very,
spell
despite the
his name?
scars, he has a very friendly face.
How do you spell his name?
Vecken, Vecken.
Thank you. That's quite a helmet that you have there.
Long time ago. Used to be known as Sir Vecken of the Broken Horn, so kind of makes sense then, doesn't it?
Can I make a history check? Would I happen to know about that?
Not here because Eberron.
Yeah.
Because Eberron, not here. But he definitely has sort of a knightly energy to him.
I don't believe I've heard of the Broken Horns.
Just the title that was given to me. It's not where I'm from.
Quite a cool name.
Thank you. How about yourself? Just Kay? Are you from around here, or?
No, I'm not from around here. From a very long way away. From where I'm from, I'm known as Kay, the Golden Goddess. It's bullshit.
Golden Goddess. Wow, that's quite a title.
It's not even close. I'm not close to being a goddess.
Well, you must have done something to earn that title.
I've done many things to earn that title. She just kind of snickers.
Yeah. Well, you're welcome to rest here as long as you like. I was about to make some tea anyway. I'll go grab some.
Thank you.
In the meantime, with the rest of the group, Jinx, you've recently had a moment where you were in the cart, chatting with your friends, passing around a magic necklace. You're outside. You don't know how you got from point A to point B, but there was a brawl that happened. And Kay is just not here.
Am I still with Kira in the woods?
Yeah, you're with Kira in the woods, still pretty far up.
Okay.
From where you've intervened.
Yeah, so still doing the hug thing. And then
small
Jinx
awkward
is gonna
hug.
look at Kira and be like, well, that was intense, but I think everyone might have calmed down by now. But we can sit here as long as you need. Whenever you're ready, we can try to go back to the group.
How are you feeling, Kira?
Huh?
How are you feeling, Kira?
Please hold. Okay. I mean, the adrenaline's worn off. Still definitely very like her totem pole of the people that she trusts has very much just rearranged itself. There's a new member at the bottom, and she's kind of trying to figure out like, because she knows they do have to go back down to the rest of the group eventually. She was given a task to do, and she has to complete that task. So she's trying to figure out like how she needs to situate herself and how closed off she needs to be once they get back down there. But for the most part, she's calm, and she's kind of back into her like stone-faced I don't do emotion demeanor for sure. Adrenaline is wearing down. She's still, her posture is still open towards Jinx though, because he's been nice to her these last 5 minutes.
Okay.
Well, always, but especially now.
Yeah, especially right now. She probably would kind of like pull back out of the hug and kind of do like a shoulder, like a roll of the shoulders and situate and just. Well, we need to go down regardless. Whether it is now or later, I do not care.
Oh, I'm happy to go whenever. If you need more time, that's fine. It's funny though. I thought Kindle had walked this direction, or Kay.
It is confusing. Names are. There are too many names.
Yeah,
But
I can't imagine like I don't know having like another personality take over your body. That's gotta be crazy.
you have no memory of what happened in the cart, do you, friend?
Weren't we playing like past the necklace?
And you have no memory of this strange old man voice that came over to you for a certain amount of time?
No. What kind of voice?
It was. Kira like pauses and thinks for a second, and then crouches over like a little old man and goes, "It was something along a voice like this around this sort of area, yes, and this sort of thing, and it kind of came out and talked quite a bit about this here necklace that we were passing around, and apparently it was the voice of the creator, or something of that sort. That was only.
I know him. What? His voice came out of my mouth?
A voice, personality, he was. I've had more lively conversations with a tree, but he was nice, I suppose.
I would like to see if he's nearby.
Breaking news of the deep tonight.
Hello, tree. How are you today? What a lovely conversation we're having.
I do voices for no other reason than to imitate Sarah in the middle of campaigns, just to throw her off.
Also,
I've had more lively conversations than a tree, and just kind of, I died.
Also, new headcanon, Kira is really good at vocal impressions. Unnaturally and unreasonably so.
I am the
Headcanon,
gas
she
man
just,
of
like,
this era.
Crow opens her mouth and it's a totally different sound.
Yep.
New headcanon.
Kira, the actor.
Wait until she does her Mimi impression. You're all gonna die. That will be my new goal at this point, is to imitate people. You need a distraction? I got you, buddy.
Impressions.
I mean, to be fair, with her line of work, it probably would fit. She probably would have to throw her voice every now and then, so it works. I'm sorry, Brian. You were gonna do something.
Oh, I was just
We broke the DM.
If I see any of the apparitions, so to speak,
Make a
nearby,
perception check.
including the dude.
So we have Le Dude and Le Bitch now.
Oh no, she's not a bitch. She's like a.
No.
No, the bitch is the sword.
Is Le Bitch.
Oh, okay.
And here we have Le Dude.
We have Tree Man. Or angry British fella. Angry British guy.
I'm very excited to do the thing and stuff. I'll work on it.
It's really just a lot of talking while exhaling at the same time.
That's
Yes.
if you want to do an old man voice, that's all you do.
Yeah. And you gotta throw a couple.
Yes.
Yes, that's how we do it.
More often.
Lots of throat voices in there. Really. Anyway.
11.
11?
You look around and you do not see any other figures.
You're doing your thing, and Kira's like standing up at this point. She's like, I've had more lively conversations with the tree, but it was nice. He did say quite a lot about him. He made the necklace that Scales carries around, and he apparently made a few other necklaces, and apparently that seemed to set off flames, and then she had a complete 180, and then we were told to dissolve the problem, and apparently I did not dissolve the problem correctly, so that was a thing, and I suppose she ran away. I was mildly distracted, being pinned to the ground and all, but it is what happens in line of work. Should we find her? Is that important?
Yeah. Wait. You tried to intervene? Is that what you said?
I was told that she was on edge. When people are on edge, you diffuse the situation. So I went to diffuse the situation, and apparently it was not the move, because everybody lost their fucking minds, and next thing I know, I am being grabbed by what I assume is the tiny human. They turned into not a tiny human, and that is a conversation I need to have with them later. I did not know they could do that. However, they grew and did not enjoy me, and
yes.
I got pinned. And I don't enjoy being pinned, and thus here we are.
No, I that I remember. Yes. Okay. Well,
I apologize if I hurt you. That was not my hurting you was not my intention.
I was not. I was going to say the same thing to you, because I think I tried to cast a spell just to calm you down, and I probably should have aimed it at Ling. But either way, like, we're in a safe space right now, and I've got your back. If something like that happens again, we shouldn't be fighting with each other. We have too much to do. I assume, because I just randomly showed up at this place thanks to a certain someone. I know you're here, old man.
Yeah, we have to ask that.
Kira, you say that thanks to a certain someone, to do the look, and Kira just kind
of. Oh,
right.
So that voice that came out of me, I sometimes see that guy. And I don't think anyone else can see him. But if he's able to speak out of my mouth, that adds a lot of more questions that I need answered. So in the meantime, let's see if we can find Kay. And then maybe rejoin the group.
This entire collection of people is out of their mind.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But
remind me to think through the jobs I take after this. But in the meantime, if you want to find the person, finding people is quite literally my job. So
good. Good.
I'd like to help and make amends, I suppose.
Let's see if we can find Kindle, and I'll be there to mediate in case there's still that sort of
Well, they don't know me as well, so maybe that will help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For what it's worth, Kira, I'm really glad that we're in this group together. I know that we kind of just found each other, but I appreciate you.
I appreciate you as well.
Oh, and if I ever talk like an old man again, or there's a young girl too, I think, or any other voices, just let me know after the fact, because I clearly don't remember those things.
I will make note.
If you can, it's not a big deal. All right.
Making note is my job. It is fine. DM, can I make a perception roll to see if I can scope out anything on where Kay might be?
Yes, you may.
Hold on. I forgot my perception is not as cool as the Athena perception. That's still a 19 on the die for 21 total. Math.
Okay. It's not so much that you see Kendall at the moment. What you do see, however, is basically Mimi landing. You were just in bat form, correct? You see Mimi landing. You see a bat come down, turn into Mimi, and is just kind of like talking like this, looking into part of the woods as she's trying to like mind link with Keith. Basically. And that's what you're just like, maybe that way?
Yeah, she'll just do the scan, see the bat thing, and just kind of like, well, the bat is yelling into the woods, so that might be the first place to start.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
The nicknames are just running rampant today.
Mimi's gonna get a new tattoo. Succubus placement. The bat. That's the thing now. I am the knight. I'm the hero Faerun needs, but not the one it deserves.
Yes. Kira will probably say that and then kind of just start to make her way into the woods. Kind of mildly around she's not in the mood to talk to Mimi at this moment in time. So she's just gonna kind of like, and they're yelling into the woods anyway, and that's kind of weird. So she's just gonna kind of do a wide scope into the woods, but kind of make her way into that direction. Like, oh, okay.
And I'll follow on the side closer to Mimi.
Okay.
There's that little
Elle, what are you doing?
As soon as Mimi took off in bat form, Elle would have tried to send a message to Kindle, take out the wire and start casting in that general direction. Kay, if you can hear me, please stop and come back.
There are so many I need somebody to go through watching this episode and then just like take pictures or videos.
Somebody needs to make a meme compilation of this episode.
We do.
What this one I wasn't looking at the screen.
Next level.
You need to have a compilation for every time I pop in.
Oh, okay. That's what I missed.
So
yeah, you said you were like, Kindle, if you can hear me, and she just went whoop. Motherfucking meerkat.
Love it. Is Kay within 120 feet?
It would be. It would be. And you would basically have to do this after, because at first Bat Mimi just kind of like flew in circles to like track it down. It wasn't until Bat Mimi landed and then like was trying to like mind meld with Keith.
I was trying to echolocate, but like
I knew the general direction that Kay ran.
In the general direction, but no one saw when Kay jumped off into the woods.
Right.
But at this point, you can see where like the path is. So just make a general intelligence check to see if you kind of track basically where it would be.
I'm perfectly okay.
Triangulate.
15. No, yeah, 15 total. Just straight intelligence check.
Yeah.
15 total.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Your teacup is handed to you. A nice, relaxing chamomile. And you hear a voice in your head.
Okay. If you can hear me, please stop. Please come back. You can reply to this message.
She's gonna take a long sip of her tea.
The message just starts with slurp.
Can I roll to see if this is enough to be like, okay, I'm not on drugs, I'm somewhere else, people are trying to get to me. Can I roll to see if I get out of...
See if Ling's voice snaps you out of it?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom save.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's a 20. I rolled a natural 19.
It's gonna be super fun. Kendall, you hear your good friend Ling's voice as you are in your cup, and you put it down, and you're not in the cart. And there's a strange man drinking tea with you.
Replying to Ling's message. I'm sorry. Where the fuck did I go?
Message again. Oh, good. You're back. You ran off when Kira tried to cast sleep on Kay.
Oh, that's never good.
Are you all right?
Yes, I am. I actually just remembered where I needed to be.
Okay.
Message again. Mimi and Keith are out looking for you. Maybe give a shout.
I'm currently in a cottage. She's sending a message back. I'm currently in a cottage, having tea, with a gentleman.
Just send another quick message 6 seconds later. Okay, I'll let Mimi know.
Cool.
Another message. Mimi, she's in a cottage somewhere? Within 120 feet, I can still cast this message. You can reply to this message.
You guys are basically only like 20 feet from each other, by the way.
Oh.
Like where Elle and Mimi are, very close.
Mm-hmm. That would have just been a shout.
Mm-hmm.
So you just shouted to Mimi in the woods?
Yes, including that you can reply to this message. That's a shout too.
You just hear like a brief mumble of like, where did this scaly motherfucker go? Okay, y'all, look for it. Kay! And then it like rambles fade as she goes to look for the cottage.
Okay.
Please
so
tell me I
Kira,
can hear that.
oh yeah, absolutely. Which makes it even more interesting because I'm going to come back to that in a second. Kira and Jinx, you guys are almost at the cottage at this point. Mimi has now started to follow you. Kendall, you hear Keith get yelled at the top of Mimi's lungs, followed shortly by Closet next to you. What?
Next to me?
No, next to Kendall.
Oh, okay.
He snuck in before the door closed. I rolled for it. And so Keith has just been invisible in the house.
My son! That's my boy!
Kendall's just gonna go, oh, hi, Keith. What the fuck?
In the meantime, the gentleman who's sitting with his tea quickly puts it down and starts reaching. He's like, what the hell?
Whoa. Hi, Keith. Yes.
I'm being
Vecken,
summoned.
Keith Vecken.
What's a Vecken?
That's his name.
I'm a Vecken, and what's...
This is Keith. He's a closet.
I know he's a closet, but why is he Keith? And why are you okay with this?
He technically belongs to my friend.
I don't belong to no one.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go find her. And he just like walks out the
that,
door.
I think I should go.
I have many concerns. And it's about this time, Kira, as you go to knock on the door of the cabin that you found, that the door opens and 3-foot tall little green closet man is just standing there. He's like, oh, you're here too. Cool. And just walks past you.
Kira is unfazed. She just kind of sees him just like, Kindle, hello. Does not even acknowledge him. Just kind of does not even knock
right behind you.
The door's open. She invites herself in, just kind of steps in. She sees the dude. She sees Kindle. She sees the dude and steps in, and it's just like, Kindle, we've been looking for you.
I'm sure you have.
Hi, dear. Hello.
Hello. This is a bizarre day.
Thanks for looks at the teacups, looks at him, looks at Kindle. Thanks for keeping our friends safe. Kindle, are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Okay. I'm sorry about everything that happened earlier, but I think if you want to talk about it later, I'm happy to kind of explain a little bit of what I know.
Yes, I was just going to come back and meet up with you all.
Okay. If you want to, we can wait outside, or if you want to come with us now.
Jinx, as you are having this conversation, I would like you to make a history check, please. With advantage.
I was actually gonna ask if I can do a perception check just on this dude in general, just to get a vibe from him.
If you're going for vibe,
Jinx.
then make an insight.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on.
I just wanted to say while this is happening, Elle is talking to I.
Okay.
The first one was I think a 21.
21? Okay.
21 was my highest.
And then that's a dirty 20 for me.
Okay. Kira, you get the sense that this person is confused, kind of on guard, and definitely holds himself like someone who knows how to handle a fight.
Okay.
Jinx, there's a weird familiarity of this guy. For some reason, he seems familiar to you.
Good familiar, bad familiar?
Huh?
Am I getting like prickles on the back of my neck, or is it like, ooh, hey daddy, what's up?
Just like, I know you.
Point and stare.
And for some reason, that makes you sad.
Oh. Point and stare, furrowed brow, nod. Sorry, what was your name again?
I'm Vecken. Nice to meet you.
You can call me Jinx. This is my friend Kira, and you've already met our friend Kindle, and even our acquaintance Keith.
Kindle. You do not want to be called Kay then? Or which one do you prefer?
It's kind of a long story. My name is Kindle. Kay, you could say, is a nickname?
Okay, whichever one you prefer.
Kindle, actually.
Okay, Kindle.
Thank you once again for your help. I really do appreciate it.
I feel like I haven't done much at all. It's very confusing. At this point, Mimi, you've caught up with Keith. You kind of met him down the path.
Like waddle, and then I see him and I just stand over him and I'm like, you found her?
Yeah, you said find her and follow her. I did.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
She was in a house.
Oh, she's in a house. Is it a good house?
Nice soup.
Nice soup. Oh, that's good. Do you think you could? It's like in eyesight, right?
Yeah. It's like a few feet behind him.
It's like that one, right?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, cool. Shh. Do you want to go with me over there again?
People talk too much.
He goes frog mode. He goes toad mode, and then just kind of goes. Meh.
Is he asking for uppies?
He's asking for uppies.
Yes, he's asking for uppies. He went toad mode and is just like.
I pick him up.
You've seen how a frog just kind of like. Oh.
I'm just gonna put him in my cleavage so that he can cover his little frog ears with my boobs.
Does he make the exasperated?
He's just like full Pac-Man mode. He's just like settled into himself.
Oh, I love it.
The best.
And I'm just gonna walk to the house.
Okay. Ling?
Yes.
You and we're having a conversation with I back where the cart is with Renji. Renji's actually going to start leaning the cart towards the group.
Yeah, we can have this conversation while we're walking. I didn't mean to scare you back there. I don't think that form has come out around you before.
Wasn't really that. I'm okay.
You sure?
Bad memories. That's all.
Talk about that later.
Okay.
If you're, yeah. Okay. Let's go find Kay.
Okay.
I just wanted to check in.
Are you guys in the cart, or are you just following behind?
Just walking behind.
Yeah.
We're only going like what, 50 feet up the road?
Yeah, it's just like there's a tiny little path into the woods. It's big enough for, horses, and I mean you can get a carriage in there. It's just a little tight. So you guys are Renji leads it up the path towards where Mimi skipped off into the woods. And as everyone is like still kind of gathered outside of this tiny little cabin, you can see where your friends are and where Kira is.
I was about to say, Kira, where are you?
I mean, she's
inside or outside?
The door opened. She stepped in the door, so she's like in the doorway, but inside, like a step or two.
Okay.
Like Keith walked out, and she just kind of like did the nonverbal like "sup, homie," and then was just like, hello. It was more of a sees who she's looking for and sees unknown man. It's like, I'm going to make my presence known because he might be a threat. So she stepped in the house, but like 2 steps or something.
Okay. Can I see Kindle? I will walk forward until I can see Kindle.
Make a perception check.
And if she is okay. Ooh. 13.
13?
Yeah.
You have to pretty much go like almost into the cabin to see where she is because she's standing. It's like it's that whole like Midwestern. We're leaving, and
You gotta walk right up next to me,
I'll
buddy.
get about 10 feet from Kira.
Okay.
And if I can't see Kindle by then, I'll just say...
Yeah, you can see Kindle by then.
Okay.
It's definitely that like the parents keep talking at the grocery store. And the kids just like, can we leave?
Kira, we need to talk. When you're ready. Go stand up.
Oh, hey,
Cart.
I didn't know you could do that thing where you get bigger. That was really impressive.
It's not necessarily voluntary, but thank you.
Yeah, I think we all have level heads now, so let's just try to keep it that way.
Kira will like take note of Link, like not even fully look at him, just kind of that like half look of just like, and then look back at everybody else, like not interested in you at all at this point. But then here's Jinx's comment and just kind of turns to it like, your optimism never ceases to impress me. And then just kind of turns back. Like she's taking her cue from Kindle at this point because this is what all this shit was about. So she's like, I'll leave when Kindle leaves and then we'll figure this shit out. Because I'm not about to go through all that shit and then us not leave with the person we did all that for. So
that's why I am back at the cart.
As you are heading back, as you turn to go back to the cart, I need you to make a perception check.
Everybody?
Okay.
Ling, because Ling turned back around.
Ooh, that's what's that? 18 or 19.
The cart has turned into a dragon.
26.
26.
19 plus 7.
You make this comment to Kira about we need to talk, and then you turn around and start walking back towards the cart, and you can kind of see just past where Renji is, towards where the door of the carriage is that familiar ghostly figure that you guys have seen before, and she is staring straight past you.
I keep my eye on her and I just go, we have company, really loud.
Kindle.
We are company.
Kindle, as considering where you are in this whole thing, please make a perception or insight check. Actually, probably, yeah. No, either one. Both of them work.
My insight is better.
Hey.
Natural 20?
Natural 20 for 24, baby.
Fuck yeah.
Here, I'm not even touching it. Yeah. Well.
Amazing.
To the group, so y'all know.
Amazing.
I'm not faking. There you go.
As you hear Ling make that commentary, amazing. As you hear Ling make that comment, you hear a barely audible gasp from next to you. And you look to where Vecken is. And he is pale. And he has tears streaming down his cheeks. Ling, as you're staring at this ghostly figure who's been looking straight past you, she begins to walk forward.
I'm stepping back, matching her pace, and letting them know.
I see the figure.
Company inbound.
As it's been pointed out, you can follow with a natural 20. You can follow where his eye line goes. He's looking past everybody and staring straight at her. And you can see the ghost
is backing away, getting everybody out of the way. Vecken, who's that? Do you know that?
It's not long before she seems to be inside the cabin. Walks up to him. Goes as if to put her hand on his cheek and vanishes.
So that whole time Ling was walking backwards, is there any like steps or anything that they have to?
It's pretty open. I mean, there's like a little bit of like a door jam. At some point you would have had to like step to the side.
Yeah,
because she was gonna go through you.
You just see Ling like
barely
walking
existed.
backwards through the door and just like
Yeah.
probably bumping into somebody.
Make it. Let's see.
Well, D6.
No, D4. D4. You bump into Mimi.
Okay.
Pretty soft.
I thought about it.
I thought about it. It's a soft landing.
I was holding my breath there for a minute.
Yeah, Kara's just like, no.
Instant. You see this like twitch as he like backs it of just like
no. It's like crackle of energy.
Yeah. Literally, that's why I said the twitch, just like the slightest little like
static.
Eye twitch, like.
I think Jinx would also instinctively just be between any of the players that were on opposite teams earlier.
I was everybody but you and Kira, my guy.
Oh no, yeah, yeah, I know.
And as she fades and disappears,
Jinx is the Steve Rogers to my Kira Bucky Barnes right now. Thank you.
As she fades and disappears, Vecken, it's almost like it's then that he recognizes the question that you asked, Kindle. And he just very quietly says, "That was Sarah."
Is this Sarah someone you know well?
I did. Until she died 5 years ago.
Was a name mentioned in the book that Ling was reading, the journal?
Yes, actually. The first page was pretty much filled with her, writing her signature as nicely as she could.
Kira will just
pull it out.
Kira's response to him is just like,
well, right now, you do still have it? Okay, I assumed that you had left it because you guys had just had a knockout brawl outside of the carriage. I didn't think you had your pack with you when that happened. That's why she was outside the carriage.
Oh. I mean, okay, then I'll go grab it and bring it in. Either
way.
I figured it was just on my person.
Either way, Kira's response to him is just kind of like just a knowing nod. Just, I have lost people. I understand it is hard. My condolences.
Thank you. I don't understand.
Comes trotting back with the book. The ghost journal that we've been dealing with this morning. That's her.
Where did you find that?
First in the library in some rich fuck's house, and then it showed up in Renji's bag last night, and then Kindle's bag this morning. and then I was reading it in the cart.
He just kind of like settles down in one of the chairs. He's definitely still just shocked.
I'm gonna pour him another cup of tea.
Because Kira would have known the different layers and stuff, then she kind of, Kate does not remember, but Kira remembers the different layers to everything. Can she kind of give him like, still not looking at Ling, but like when Ling finishes, kind of gives more of a like, specifically this house in this region, not entirely sure who owns it, but it's just like this house in this region, in this area to him.
More family.
Insert things there.
It's most certainly not related to Cash.
Through marriage, maybe.
Yeah, it seems like he's still pretty spaced out in general, half listening. So her journal is following you? I don't understand.
Neither do we, but we have interesting experiences with books, so.
Maybe she was trying to get here.
I don't see how. She wouldn't know I was here. I only left Sharn a short while ago.
To be fair, she is dead and possessing a book. I think logic is
Yes, that certainly
perhaps out
is,
the window with this one.
that certainly is making it a little difficult to comprehend.
It's good to go to the last page with writing in it and read it.
Okay. As you're reading the last page, you read a little bit about how the Lord Vialis has been acting strangely lately. He has become obsessive over this religion that he has found and believed it to be the truth. And he desires to he's become secretive in his activities, but has made his desire for a true stage of immortality.
Okay. I will give a quick and dirty version to the group and then ask Vecken if they are familiar with Vialis. And if they know why, maybe that's the last entry.
Perhaps this calls for something stronger. And he goes back into the kitchen, pulls out a pretty stout looking bottle, takes a swig and starts to pass it around. Lord Vialis was Sarah's employer. She worked as a maid in his manor, and she died there. Many died there that night.
There was like an event. She didn't die on her own?
No. She was found murdered with the bodies of 4 other servants, Lord Vialis' wife, and their children's bodies.
Oh, that's horrible.
After ceremony of some sort was attempted in their home. And no legal ramifications were brought in, and Lord Vialis just sort of disappeared.
Well, now. I think I've got myself a target. Y'all want to go after a death cult fucker?
He became a little invested in a new religion that came up towards the end of the war called the Blood of Vol.
Blood of all?
Vol, V-O-L.
Vol. That doesn't sound familiar at all, does it?
Wouldn't to you. But Kira can make a history check if you'd like.
Gladly.
No down for going after death cult?
That's a 13 total.
13 total?
Yeah.
It sounds vaguely familiar of a religion that sparked up that saw if there was gods, that they were cruel creatures who forced mortality on mankind in the creation of their little games, and they stand in defiance of whoever that would be in trying to achieve true immortality, not an undead status.
She would kind of relay all that to the group, just what she remembers, and just with a little offhanded comment at the end of like, not unlike some people I have worked for. As far as the cruel part goes.
Do you know where this Vialis is now?
I believe one of you guys does.
Something about a green something village up ahead. It's all player can remember.
There's a village up ahead called Green Fast.
Green Fast.
And there were rumors that that's where he might have...
Tired?
Not so much retired, but just like went away to after the occurrences in the city of Sharn. Okay. After the tragedy that befell his family.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, we did talk about that.
Let me remember, because there's a lot of information in here, so I apologize for not having it all memorized.
Fine.
Vecken will go on to explain that he had killed Vecken's family that had been killed were Lady Maria, her sons Malik and their sons Malik and Janice, and their daughter Tiana. So that's 8 total who passed away that evening. You also know, based on what you've seen from the spirit itself, that at least Sarah had her tongue cut out because her ghost has no tongue.
Okay.
Maybe this is Sela. Maybe mutilation and like everyone lost a body part.
Yeah, the
In order to rebuild something?
Yeah, like the mummy. That's, I was thinking the same thing.
Possibility.
That's spooky. Ew.
And I think was it Kira or Gesh who had the original rumor about what had happened in the family of the Yellowcrest family?
I think it was me.
I think
Because
so.
I think we both rolled for that, and then Gesh got some stupid roll, and it turned into him like making up some shit.
Yeah, because what you had originally known was most of the family had been killed in one night. The details were never made public. Make a history check again, just so I know exactly how much detail. Or I guess you guys can actually ask Vecken about the end of the case.
I was gonna say it's another 13, so
yeah, 13. You remember that most of the family had been killed, and that Vecken is here saying that he believed that Lord Vialis is doing it, but from what you had heard, Lord Vialis was not home that evening.
Sunday.
Kira is going to have a mild look on her face, like something from everything he said, something does not quite sit right. The sit right being that, remember, like, I remember that he was not home for this, but just like, I'm not gonna argue about this in front of this man. He literally just saw a ghost and he is already on guard, so I'll mention that later. Is all her internal monologue of just like, ooh, that's not correct information, but I'm not gonna fight about that in front of this man or with this man. I'll just bring that up to them later. It's fine. But you definitely see a mild, for a moment, like a look on her face of just like just kind of like a more nonchalant version of like, how about that? But she doesn't say anything out loud.
Yeah. Previous books that we've been sucked into, was there a common trigger, or was it all just through reading?
So the first book was, and it's not, you haven't been sucked into any books, but you've been like drawn into events due to books. So the first one was
the Feywild one.
Huh?
The Feywild one we got sucked into.
You didn't get sucked into that. You were offered to walk through it.
Oh, the door.
And you did.
Right. Okay.
The door appeared.
Teleported through.
Yep. And then the first one was the extraplanar manor, Fistandia's Manor. And that one you guys happened to discover a secret like catchphrase word in that room, and a portal opened and decided to walk through, and then just it closed behind you. You're like, oh shit.
Okay. So they've been more like keys rather than okay. Players trying to figure out how to trigger the cutscene.
Have y'all like tried doing anything weird with the book? Like seance with the book?
I tried to cast Identify. It has an undead aura. It's not magical.
Okay. Have you tried licking it?
I think even Vecken just like looks up and just goes, what? And then sees you do it and goes.
The tongue is numb. The tongue is numb. Why is my
Oh.
tongue numb?
Oh no.
Lick books.
I mean, I don't know.
Some of them have taste by chapter.
It's cold. It's cold on your tongue. Mm-hmm.
So okay, so it's ice numb.
Temperature
Cool, cool, cool,
specific.
Mm-hmm.
I work in a library. We have lots of different kinds of books. Some of them have. Yeah.
Some of it are interactive.
Uh-huh.
I'm so sorry. It was a thought, an intrusive one, but low key.
I'm going to go outside and get some air.
Oh, okay. We'll keep your house safe, probably.
He steps outside.
Wow. Dead women?
Yeah, dead women. Dead families.
Ouch.
Conspiracy. Death cult?
Death cult?
I don't want to kill someone. Whoever did that to them. Not him.
I had like a thought, low key.
So.
Like, what if his wife was also in on it? Like the guy who, like the Lord, what if his wife was in on it?
Well,
what if she?
Dead.
But yeah. I don't. It's a thought. I don't know.
Nature backfired, I guess.
Maybe.
I don't know.
The question is like, why is her book here? Why do we have it? And like, if it can move,
personal library.
If it can move, why has it stayed with us?
Yeah, true. Do we know anything about the family whose library we found this out? Are they like politicians or lawmakers, law officers?
Gesh goes, "It's my family. I don't know what you mean. It's
No.
married in by my cousins. 3 times removed."
Ling walks outside. I'm doing this right now. I have to keep a level head.
Oh my god.
I guess Ling walks up next to Vecken.
Okay.
Just stands there next to him.
Vecken's kind of just standing out there. Helmet still in his hand. He kind of grabbed it absentmindedly off of the pack, apparently.
Sentimental moment there? Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
What do you all plan to do about this? Anything?
I think they're in there trying to figure that out. I'd love to go after this fucker and investigate more.
If you can find him.
Yeah.
He's had his head down.
I heard that he held up in Greenfast village, not too far from here, right? A couple weeks.
I suppose.
I don't. It's just what we've heard. Or, well, we're not from here. That's what Kira heard, the tiefling. sorry you had to go through this. This is not quite the way we like to make friends.
It's just unexpected. That's all.
A lot has been unexpected today, believe it or not. It's just one of those days.
It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
Oh, I think I'll take a little walk.
Okay. Do you want us to, like, lock up?
It's getting late. You might as well spend the night. I'll probably go for a little ride and come back later tonight.
Okay. I mean, thanks. Be safe.
I will.
Just awkwardly walks backward, turns around, and goes back inside.
Okay.
So apparently we're guests for the evening, if we wish. He's going for a walk, ride, he said? I don't know.
There's something familiar about him. I don't know what it is, though.
In a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. But now
The
that we're
wisdom
all...
sake.
How dare you? Okay. 7.
What'd you get?
7.
We're about to
11?
We're about to talk to Sarah.
7.
Nowhere.
The book that you keep at your side starts to get a little bit cold.
Ooh.
But you feel really drawn to the book that Ling is holding.
Do you mind if I see that book for a moment?
Sure.
As you take the book in your hands, that cold air comes around you. And you look over to your side, and you can see this ghostly figure of Sarah, almost like she's standing right next to you, looking at you.
Hello.
And she holds out her hand for you.
And I take the hand that's not holding the book, and I reach it out and take her hand.
Are you willing?
Does she say that?
She can't say anything. Are you willing?
Of course.
And she takes possession.
Ah.
The rest of you watch as Sarah seems to like wisply fade through Jinx. And Jinx's posture changes once more. And you hear, I had no other way to talk. I'm sorry.
Right? Sarah, was it?
Baby girl, it's okay.
Yeah, you're fine, babe. Don't even.
How can we help?
He was there, Lord Vialis. He led the ceremony, I suppose. And it was brutal. And he got away with it. And the spirits of his wife and his children have not been able to rest since. And somehow I just thought maybe you could help us.
Definitely made the right choice.
We have actually helped dead people before, which is crazy. So, we can.
This also appears to be a need for vengeance, which happens to be my specialty.
I was not expecting you to run into Vecken.
I don't think anybody could expect that. It was random we stopped here. Do you know where Vielis is now?
I think you're right. I think Greenfast. That feels right. I think they're doing something out there. I don't know what.
The village or Vielis and his associates?
The blood of all.
Hello. It's Dad.
Hi, Dad.
What up, yo peeps?
Hello.
How are you? Persons of wonderfulness. Are you well?
Living the
Pretty
dream.
Are you excited for next year?
No! I changed my mind. I want her to stay home and never leave.
That's an option.
Yeah, we were all excited. We're like, get a life, move out, grow up. And now we're like, we changed our mind. Okay.
No, don't worry.
I know, wait, never mind.
I'm in the same boat like 3 weeks before, so.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, you guys have fun. Love you.
Bye.
We lit the candle. We're starting.
Nice. It is Sabbath.
Night.
Good night.
So they're so cute.
You watch as Jinx and Sarah will turn towards Mimi. You're what they would call a martyr.
Is it wrong?
I don't think so. No.
Because you're undead.
Yeah.
Not true immortality like they're seeking.
Yeah.
Just be careful.
Oh. Mm.
They're especially not going to like her?
No, I think they would respect you, but they are dangerous. Because if getting to your state wasn't enough, I don't know what else they would do.
Okay. I see now. Well, that's good context. Thank you. Do you want us to get him?
Just watch out for him. He tends to be a little hot-headed in his grief.
That helmet of his, did you see that?
He's had that for a long time.
Is that something to worry about that he took? Or is that just like a sentimental token to him.
It's a token for him. It's
Back again.
There's a D&D group in there that looks just like you all. That's weird.
The odds are crazy, man.
Thought you all were original, but there's obviously two of you.
Oh, damn.
Hello
My boss
again
would
for
be
the
happy.
first time tonight.
You're so silly. Good night, guys.
My
They're
boss
so
always wished it was two.
silly. It was both of them. They were like, hey, we said hi to that daughter. Let's say hi to the next daughter. And I'm like, oh,
That was nice.
anyways, continue.
I believe that story came after I died, but it's doesn't seem to be anything special, but I will assume that if he's carrying it, he's no longer retired.
I see. And he was a fighter? Guardsman?
He was a knight.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then I tried to keep an eye when he was nearby the book. He would come back every once in a while. Took up adventuring, I guess.
Would you like us to leave the book in his home? So you can keep an eye on him until we do take care of this monster?
Something tells me this is not his home. It's not his style at all.
Oh, not his home. Kind of rude of him to offer it to strangers then. He said we could stay here tonight. And then walked off.
Oh.
Said he was going for a ride, possibly?
Just watch him.
If we see him again, he said he'd be back tonight, but if we see him again, we'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you for listening. And she disappears, leaving Jinx back in control of himself.
You all right there, Jinx? That looked to be quite the experience.
You did the voice thing again, friend.
With the ghost lady?
Yeah, Sarah spoke to us through you.
Wow.
It was lighter voice like this, very airy and ghosty. It was very... I still think I prefer talking to the tree man, but it was
Wait.
all right.
Wait, do that again.
The soft voice like this? The one
That
with
was
the
like...
girl?
That's like spot on. What?
That
Ooh,
is
she's pretty.
honestly very uncanny.
Yeah.
Just
It
take
takes
the actor
voice.
feat.
Yes.
Just go into your character sheet, manage feats, add the actor feat, because what the fuck?
Oh god, hang on, I gotta remember how to do this. There we go. She will tilt her head slightly and just with this just voice. I can do this one very simply. Or I can do the other one from before or from
Yeah, that's good.
Literally the old man.
I
That's
know, right? It's so easy. You guys are just so simple, and I could just flip into any of them like I want, darling. It's not that hard at all. Really, if you think about it, it's just kind of like we're all doing stuff. I would do but I cannot make my hair turn colors. Unfortunately, I'm not that great.
Eyes just in the back of the room, just like.
I love how Kindle and Mimi both clutch their pearls, their invisible pearls.
And I tried with my Ling. It is just the Helen voice, so I just tried to do my best Helen voice there.
Yeah, I don't really have a thing for Ling, so
That's okay. That's fine.
I feel like Renji's like because Renji would have come in with the following a ghost. But Renji's just kind of in the back of the room, like, do me.
Do we? Oh god, that's just Mitch's voice.
Renji's voice.
And hear Renji do me, and we'll just turn and lock eyes with him for a moment and just.
Oh,
See, no.
did she say anything?
Hang on, I gotta think about Mitch for a second. Give me a second.
Yeah, okay.
Later. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night.
Bonsoir.
Right. I can't do him without going into Jack Sparrow. I'd have to think on him more. I can hear his voice in my head, but when I try to do it, it just comes out Jack Sparrow.
Well,
Yep.
we'll headcanon
We'll come
that
back to
Kira
that.
does a
It's
really
fine.
good impression at that moment.
It's a very good Renji impression. I will come back with more for next time. There will be Renji.
I'm into it.
And with impressions made, a new quest offered to you all. That's what we're going to call it tonight. I knew you. I saw it on your face. We will pick this up here next time.
We'll save the fight between Ling and Mimi and Kira. I mean the conversation for next time.
I feel like
It's only-
it's one of those where like you guys have enough on your mind, and then Jinx is like, "Can we talk about this in the morning?"
Yes.
I've been possessed twice today, I assume.
Oh yeah, you've been possessed
at
twice
least
in a
twice
single
today.
day.
Yeah. My boy
By
wants a
2
nap.
different books.
I no longer have the spoons.
Poor Jinx.
to be fair, it's only going to be a fight if Kira fights.
Well, I mean, you guys did Rochambeau before.
I am not the only fighter in this group, Helen.
I simply kept you from touching Kindle. That is all I did.
Could have
You
been done.
attacked, you
Could have been
caused
done with
damage.
words. Could have been done with words. I'm just saying.
No,
Not
you
when you
wouldn't have
were
let that
literally
happen.
running at her,
Let's be real.
casting
You
a
wouldn't have
spell.
let words work.
I had
Let's
not
be
rolled-
for real.
If I had not rolled a nat 1, I would have let words work.
And there
And I
you
would've
have it.
tried.
Therefore,
I'm just glad we're all getting along again.
dice
Yeah.
have consequences. Not only for your character, but for
This
the
is
party.
true.
I tried summoning the Bagman. I had to take that L.
Yeah, you missed an
that was awesome,
interesting
though.
time.
That sounds.
I
interesting.
still believe he can be my friend.
He
If
cannot
I-
be your friend.
Maybe not Mimi's friend, but Sela's friend. Absolutely.
This thing is the pit of insanity.
I love him. And he's baby girl.
Oh, Jerome,
So-
I only have one left.
So what you're saying is we should go cryptid hunting as the D&D party.
Absolutely.
Hi, Jerome.
Hi, Jerome's hand.
And with that, I'm going to end our recording here. So for those who decide to watch this on YouTube, I hope you enjoy, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
If I can find the stop recording button.